Hello everyone, we are continuing on with this start to finish track build. If you missed the first 3 videos, be sure to go check them out. I made a new playlist on my channel where I'm putting all of these start to finish videos, so they're easy to find. Also, this is probably going to be the last video I upload before Christmas, so I wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Xmas, whatever you like to call it. I hope that you have a great time with your friends and family. So yeah, let's get into the video. In this one, I wanted to start adding some snares and claps. So here's just a little refresher of where we left off. So that's what we have so far. I want to throw in a snare loop. So I have this snare loop here. This is a nice loop I made some time ago. It's quite snappy and it's got some subtle variation in there to add to the groove. I think it will work nice in this track. So let's get it in. So it's already in the mixer, it's already in the right tempo, but I think I want to try to pitch this. Yeah, it sounds much nicer pitched 1 semitone up. So if I just solo this with the kick, you can hear what I'm talking about. Yeah, it just sits much nicer with the kick 1 semitone up. If you have a sample that you like, you know, drums, percussion, whatever, and it's just not quite fitting, try pitching it up or down, you know, by a few semitones. Sometimes that's all that the sample needs, is just to be pitched correctly. So now that we got that in there, I'm just going to mix it in. It's a little bit loud right now. I think that will do. If you want a detailed example of how I would make a custom snare or clap loop, then go check out this video, and I've done a complete detailed example of how I would do that. All right, moving on. Just name that, and we're already good to go there. So the next thing is going to be a little bit more interesting for you, I think. So I have this nice clap sound there, which is quite loud. Let's turn that down, get it in the mixer. We're going to make a nice wide accent with this. Cool. So let's go to a new pattern. And I think I'm going to make this 4 bars. Yeah, we'll try 4 bars. And then what I'll do is just drop this in. Let's try maybe right there. So beat 2 of the last, on the last bar in bar 4. Let's just see how that sounds. think that will work as far as the the placement goes. So I'm just going to loop up this bar here for a second, and I'm going to clone this. So on this one here, I'm going to rename it. Let's just call this clap accent left. We're going to pan this one hard left, and then on the copy, clap accent. You guessed it, right? Good job, guys. Pan this one hard right, and then on this one, I'm going to, I think, nudge this just ever so slightly before the beat. Just switch this grid to none, nudge that forward by 1. Okay. And then we'll send this one to the piano roll as well. But I want to pitch this down, I think. So let's try 1 semitone. Yeah, by pitching it down, I think it sits nicely here, pitched down to the A sharp or 2 semitones. It just accentuates, you know, the difference between the left clap and the right clap, which makes for a nice wide accent hit. And then I also might offset these timing wise as well. So we have difference in pitch, and then I might try nudging this forward. Instead of just 1 click before the beat, let's try 2. See, that's too much. We just need to dial that back. That's good there. Just nudge it forward just a little bit before the clap on the left. So that is going to work nice, I think, for a nice accent. There is one more thing I want to do to this, though. The decay is a little bit long for me, so I want to shorten up the sample. So I'm going to grab Control Surface, and we're just going to set up a simple little knob here. Let's make it nice and big. And let's see, if I go to Style, there's one on here that I kind of like to use more often than not. And what is it? It's like metal something, heavy metal, I think. Yeah. And we'll rename it. We'll just call this Decay, and we'll just add that. Cool. Just going to rename it here as well, just to keep things organized and easy to navigate. Okay, so we're going to go to both of our claps here, and let's just enable the envelope. We'll turn the attack in, everything except, yeah. And then right click, link to controller on the decay, and we're going to link this to the decay that we just set up, the control surface. And then we're going to do the same thing with this clap here. You want to make sure this is deselected if that is highlighted there. Boom. Now we have movement. Now we're controlling the decay on both of those layers with just this one knob. So that's the right side there. And we'll just double check the left side just because. And there we go. About right for right now. That's fine. Just shorten that up a little bit. And we'll just rename this. Let's call it clap accent. And this one's going to be tucked down a little bit lower as far as the volume goes. I don't want it to be super, I don't want it to jump out at you so much. Just a nice little wide accent, is to make the snares more interesting, you know, add to the overall groove. So we'll call this clap accent here, and we'll just mix this. That will work. And then I'll want to give these some reverb. So I'm not going to use the short verb that we set up for the hats. I want to do a similar reverb, but I usually like to have two different reverbs. Well, a reverb that's specific for my claps and snares, and then one for hats and shakers, because I like to set them up a little bit different. Okay, so I want to make sure that we take the hats out of this new reverb and the percussion that I don't have set up yet, but we're just going to pull that out of that auxiliary track, and same with the claps for now. So I'm just going to rename this one, and we'll just call it, oh, that's fine. We'll just leave it as is. And I'm going to grab the vintage verb, and I have another preset here, which is a nice starting point, called clap verb 1. Okay. I'm going to mute the hats and the bells for a second. I think we could maybe adjust the decay time slightly. See, that's about the decay time I have for my hats in this project, and that's just a little bit too short. I like it to kind of extend a little bit longer. too long. That feels about right to me. Just, I want the reverb to kind of extend into the next clap or next snare, but without, you know, really any overlap. I will also just roll off some top end as well on this one. About there, I think. And obviously that's way too much, so we'll just dial this in context with the rest of the drums. Start extreme. I like to, you know, do things extreme so I can easily hear what's happening and then dial them back, or dial whatever it is that I'm doing back to a more appropriate level. Yeah, I think that's about right. So nice. You got a nice little snare loop in here, a nice clap accent. I might do some more snares. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still working through the project, obviously. So that is going to be it for this one. So we'll stop there. We'll continue in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you found some tidbits in this video. Leave me a comment or question. If you have one, I'll get back to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.